Your kids could get free or low-cost health coverage from Medicaid or CHIP. Even if you've applied before, they may be eligible now. Kids up to age 19 are covered for checkups, vaccines, dentist visits, hospital care, and more. And if they already have Medicaid or CHIP, remember to renew every year. Visit insurekidsnow.gov or call 877-KIDS-NOW. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Do you want more success, more growth, more results? Then it's time for the Boundless Success Accelerator from the Modern Observer Group. This isn't your average coaching program. It's where top performers come to dominate. Weekly group sessions, on-demand coaching, a community that's got your back, and a power-packed library of tools to supercharge your business and career. No more excuses, no more waiting. Get in, level up, and start building the life you've been dreaming about. Visit us at modernobserver.com/boundlesssuccess to join today. Let's get you to the next level. We're here because the news is being distorted. We're here because people are being inundated with misinformation on social media. We're here because people are being judged guilty until proven innocent. We are fighting back with facts. This is not a safe zone, so buckle up, Buttercup. This is the raw, naked truth. Another blow to narco-terrorism, a potential deal for TikTok. Missouri is the latest state to redistrict, and more. Welcome to the Raw Naked Truth. I'm your host, Eric Lopkin, and here's the news you need to know. President Trump said on Monday that a U.S. military strike killed 3 terrorists tied to Venezuelan drug cartels in international waters. Footage released on Truth Social showed a small boat exploding after being hit by a missile. Trump called the action the second kinetic strike against alleged traffickers in the Southern Command's area of responsibility. The president said the boat was carrying narcotics bound for the U.S. No Americans were harmed. The strike follows a September 2nd attack that killed 11 alleged traffickers and comes amid rising tensions with Venezuela's Maduro regime, which denies the smuggling claims. U.S. and Chinese negotiators said on Monday they've reached a framework to shift TikTok into U.S.-controlled ownership, with final terms set to be discussed Friday in a call between President Trump and Chinese President Xi. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said the deal, pushed by a looming September 17th deadline, would protect U.S. security concerns while preserving cultural elements China wants to keep. Oracle is leading the list of potential buyers, with ByteDance expected to retain no more than 20% ownership. Congress may still need to sign off since lawmakers required divestiture last year over fears that Beijing could exploit user data. China says NVIDIA violated its antitrust laws. While there may be signs of a thawing over TikTok, there were still some frosty signals as the U.S. and China continued trade talks yesterday. Chinese regulators said that California-based NVIDIA ran afoul of its anti-monopoly rules during its 2020 purchase of Israeli networking gear maker Mellanox Technologies. China did not say what remedies it might seek from NVIDIA, but this isn't the chip maker's first time being caught between Washington and Beijing, since it has also had its sales to China curtailed by U.S. export controls. NVIDIA said it was in compliance with the law and would continue to cooperate with government agencies as they evaluate the impact of export controls on competition in the commercial markets. The Missouri State Legislature on Friday passed a plan to redraw the state's congressional maps and potentially add another Republican-leaning House seat, the latest state to join a nationwide redistricting push. The state Senate passed the redistricting plan Friday, sending it to the desk of Republican Governor Mike Kehoe, who says he will sign it into law. The state House passed the plan on Tuesday. Kehoe called a special session to take up redistricting last month. The new map would split up the Kansas City area, making longtime Democratic Representative Emanuel Cleaver's district more conservative. Missouri would then be left with 7 GOP-leaning House districts and 1 Democratic-leading seat, a shift from the state's current House delegation, which has 6 Republicans and 2 Democrats. Former Senator Joe Manchin wanted Republicans to win the Senate last year in order to prevent Democrats' pursuit of raw political power. In his new book, Dead Center, In Defense of Common Sense, set to be released on Tuesday and obtained by Fox News Digital, the former West Virginia Democrat turned independent ripped into his ex-political party, tore into former Presidents Barack Obama and Joe Biden, and blasted Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer while lauding the relationship that he had with President Donald Trump. Manchin made waves when he and former Senator Kyrsten Sinema of Arizona, who also left the Democratic Party to become an independent, bucked Schumer and voted against the move to nuke the Senate filibuster in 2022. That's the Raw Naked Truth. You can catch every episode of the Raw Naked Truth Daily News Brief, as well as our sister podcast, Carnivore Radio, with news analysis and commentary, and the rest of the Xvadio Podcast Network at xvadio.com, the Apple Podcast app, YouTube, Rumble, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, Amazon Music, and other platforms that respect freedom of speech. We'll see you next time.